controlled by our beliefs more than anything else. So if you believe that you're not good enough, and everybody has that fear, but if you believe that, we all feel like we're not attractive enough, young enough, old enough, smart enough, sexy enough, funny, I don't know, rich enough, whatever. Everybody's got something enough, right? But we don't usually live there. If you live there in your head, if you say, I'm not enough all the time, then you're never going to tap your ability because that belief is going to stop you. And beliefs create and beliefs destroy. So you have to take a look and say, what are the beliefs I have and what's BS about them? What's BS about what I've been telling myself? But I would say if I was going to give you three, I'd go, number one, what stands in people's way is they don't know what they want. Hard to make progress if you've never decided where you want to go. People say, but I don't know what I want. Where do I start? I say, get around where it's better and let something hit you. Keep getting around these environments you and I are talking about. Stimulates you to this day, stimulates me to this day, and something will hit you. And then it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to know exactly. You start making progress towards something. And then as you do that, you'll start to say, this is what I love, this is what I don't love. How do I do more of what I love? But I think being in an environment like that's so important. 30 countries, come here to New York and do a big event, and there'll be people from every walk of life. There'll be billionaires in the audience, there'll be people just starting the journey, there'll be people who've been divorced and people that are in happy marriages. And when you bring them all together in this incredible energy and they're learning how to change and improve things, it's contagious. It affects each other. You're not by yourself. Sitting at home with low energy trying to think, how do I change my life? I'll tell you another one. You got to do something physical sometimes. Because if you're tired, you're not going to do anything and everything seems impossible. So I tell people, every day feed your mind, read something that's going to inspire you. Read something that's going to teach you. Read something that's going to give you an advantage. Spend 30 minutes a day reading. I don't mean just the internet. I mean reading something that really will matter and feed your mind. And then second, every day you got to do something physical. Something that'll get you going because fear is physical. So is courage, right? You're afraid, but you do it anyway because you feel strong enough to do it. And then the third thing is find a great role model. Find somebody that, is doing things that you thought were impossible and they started with nothing and they did it. So there's a pathway there. Maybe you can learn from that pathway. And then I always say, fourthly, find somebody who's doing worse than you are and help them out. Because it always reminds you that how bad you think you have it. This country, richest country in the world, we have 47 million people go to bed every night not knowing if they're going to have a meal the next day. 17 million children. And I came from one of those families. I mean, that's why my book, I'm donating all the profits, feeding 50 million people. I'm donating the profits and writing a bigger check because I want to get people's attention on this. Because we cut food stamps by 2 million people out of food stamps last year, and nobody's even talking about it anymore. So I think it's really, really important for you to just decide what you want, put yourself in the environment, and make progress. That's how you'll get yourself going.